trying to. Okay, well, suddenly, okay, I've got audio. Um, you should probably hear me. Where is. Yeah, because I am on a different audio source than you guys are. But but apparently neither of them was working. So no. Well, where the hell is the desktop audio? Where I don't understand. There used to be a button here that gave me desktop audio. Orcs are the best. Oh my god, I just put so many orcs in storage so I can move like thousands and thousands of points worth of orcs. I I don't know. I like I've no, it's not Zoom. It's literally the software. Like it wasn't do anything, and I removed and re-added the audio capture for myself, and it works fine. I removed the audio capture for the desktop, and there's nothing to replace it with. I fucking hate this software. Like, there used to be a desktop audio thing that I could add, and oh wait.
Sounds like it could have been a weird driver update thing.
Okay. I think I got something that works because
Okay.
I see
Can we hear
audio
us?
from you guys, and I see audio from me now.
All right, team. Can we hear us all? Fantastic.
Check,
Yay!
1, 2.
Ooh,
All right.
yes.
Mic check,
Okay.
mic check.
Good job, Bob. All right. Now we're back at the beginning, which is great. So, we'll start all over again. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stolen Fire. It's our Game Master, Mike Leader. Deja vu. We're here to play some Fringeworthy, a role-playing game about traveling through infinite Earths on a quest to save humanity. First, let's introduce our players and their characters, Chloe, Bob, Leslie, and Jim.
All right, introduction part two. Hi, I am Chloe, as I was when I introduced myself, but you couldn't hear me. And I am still playing Lola, aka Lady Platinum, a graffiti artist from New York. She also has a headband named, in short, Red Children Book Palm Tree that is draining her life force. So that's fun.
I'm Bob. I
Usually.
play Chewie. Chewie is a mechanic and an ex-convict who has a universal translator in his ear. Can speak and read all languages, including cat.
I am Leslie, and I am playing Captain Cassidy Wagner, former Air Force pilot turned NASA trainee, and I don't want to get blowed up.
I'm Jim, and I play Eric, the Navy Reserve officer slash lawyer who is indifferent to blowing things up or being blown up.
All right. So a reminder to our, I'm sorry, go ahead. Chloe, you had something to say?
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. All right. So a reminder to our viewers who may be new, the setting of Fringeworthy is about teens of humans from an Earth just like ours from 2008 that has gained access to pathways in a walkable hyperspace that leads to an infinity of worlds. So currently, our team is out exploring at the behest of the United Nations Intelligence Task Force to see what they can find. But I'm going to go over to Bob and let Bob recap what happened last episode. And I'll make sure and post the link tree where you can go see our past episodes if you want to read those or not. So, Bob, why don't you go ahead and have Chewy kick things off what happened last week, and we'll go from there.
Okay. So see, we were in England, but it wasn't England. It was in England on another planet, and we were in England, and we were meeting these guys, and then bang, there was a shot, and suddenly one of the guards went down, and there was a sniper, and I went to action, and I got the gun out, and I did just like the Russians told me to, and I put down cover and fire, and Eric he charged out there, but he got shot like right in the legs and went down hard, and then Chloe, she was smart. She went and she got the truck. She drove the truck out there, and she gave cover for Eric while I kept the shooter pinned down, just like the Russians told me to. And then they got Eric, and then they went and they found the bushes, and they found the sniper was dead. And it looks like my cover and fire did more than just covered her. It shot her in the head. And so then we talked to the captain, and the captain works for like MI6 or something, like like James Bond. And he took us to this bunker, and the bunker had these crazy plastic card readers, which is really weird, right? Because like they're in the 1940s, and there weren't any card readers back then. But then so we went in and we talked to him for a while, and we kind of made peace with these guys. They seem kind of cool, and they don't like the Americans, which is not us Americans. It's like the bad guy Americans who are like evil. And so they're going to help us, and they sent one of their guys. His name's Reginald. He came with us, and we got back in the truck. We went back to the Fringeworthy path, and Reginald's like, "Whoa, check this out!" But then, bam, explosion, and a guy on a motorcycle took off, and then that was it. Yeah, so like explosion.
Did we
All
turn
right.
the Wilson City gate off?
Nope.
No, you did not.
Okay.
We were going to. That was a part of our plan.
Right. The only gate that was turned off is gate number 8 to the desert with the giant worms. Yes, folks, desert with giant worms. Um, on Earth. Who knew? So, as Chewie said, you guys stepped into the portal. You all had come through when you saw the beeping, you heard the beeping, and then the motorcycle took off through the portal, and then there was the explosion. Now, for those folks who understand Fringeworthy, our fans are in the chat, who knows what happens when portals get attacked with things? I'll let you sort that out for yourselves. Um, so you guys see the huge explosion before you can react to it. It's one of those like, oh, it's going to explode, and it blows up before you can jump back through the portal. So the question is how fast you get. I think initially that Jim said he was jumping. Eric was jumping back through the portal, and I didn't hear anything else from her before I cut everyone off. So I want to know what you guys were going to do when you heard the explosion, because things are going to happen.
I'm gonna do what the Russians told me, and I'm gonna hit the deck.
Okay, Chewie goes down. What about
I would
Cassidy?
attempt to go back through the portal.
Okay, and Lola.
I want to go. Yep, same. I want to go back to the portal.
Um, Reginald is not paying attention, so he's going to stand there and he's not going to go back to the portal unless someone pulls him and drags him.
Yeah.
That may
I,
result in
I'm
someone getting hurt.
I'm going to try to either basically drop him to the ground with me and cover him, or pull him through the portal, whichever is handiest at the moment.
Okay, you're going back. You're pulling him back to the portal. So let's just go from there. Okay, Chewie hit the ground. The rest of you barf. You blow out through the portal. You don't know what happens. Chewie, on the other hand, you see the explosion go off. Now it's not. It's just a mine. It's not a huge explosion, but the mine explosion hits the portal, and it's almost like the portal absorbs the energy and backlashes it out into the out onto the platform, and you feel the wave of force, like being in the path of a TNT explosion, right?
Mhm.
That puff of air and pressure, but it's heavy. You feel it lift you up. You also see it lift the truck up and turn the truck on its side. The truck is parked on the center of the platform. It actually picked it up and moved it, so it fell onto its side.
Wow,
Um,
that's a big truck.
yeah, and the truck is partially on fire.
Oh,
And you're going to take, let's see, why don't you roll me a hit location? That'd be fun.
where did my dice go? There we
Not having dice, that's not an excuse.
go. Oh, hit location's on a d20.
Yes, sir.
18. Oh, not the head. Left arm.
Okay, left arm's going to take 2 points of damage
Ow.
from a piece of shrapnel.
Ow.
No bueno. And so the rest of you don't know what happened. So I'm sure Chewie's in pain, so I'm going to let everyone else react who jumped through the portal. Eric, you and Reginald come through a bit singed, but not damaged. But the explosion was really loud.
Okay, everybody count off.
But I think both Eric and Cassidy would understand there were two explosions, not one. It was more like a boom kaboom. And they both sounded different.
Um, I would make sure we're all here. Which
Chewie is not there.
where's Gerald?
Gerald is sitting outside with you guys.
Oh, Gerald didn't go through the
Gerald's
Ger-
smart. Like he
Gerald,
knows to let
Gerald,
us go first.
Gerald was cleaning himself on behind the platform and didn't go through, so he's fine. He didn't go through it all before you guys
Let
went
me
through and jumped right back
let me
out.
tell you a little secret here. Gerald will always be fine. No matter what the
plot
situation,
armor.
Gerald will find a way to be fine because he's a cat.
The cat
Plot
always comes
armor.
back.
9 lives and all.
So I think where's Chewie? Did anybody see what happened to Chewie?
God damn it! I go through.
Honestly, I saw bomb and I left.
Beans, what was that?
A bomb, explosion, TNT. Well,
Sounded
probably
like
C4, but
sounded
yeah.
like two explosions.
We don't know that the portals do the thing that they do they?
Nope.
Yeah, well, explosion, then secondary explosion?
Where's your friend?
That,
As soon as I notice Chewie isn't here, I go back through.
Okay, so
Hoping not
before
to
you
find red mist.
all right, so before I go back through, Chewie, you're out for like 3 seconds from the shockwave, just ugh. And you wake up, the truck's partially on fire, gear is strewn everywhere.
All right, I find a fire extinguisher because we got some. I know that we
Yep.
used them before, and I start putting out fires.
Okay, no problem. You still have a piece of shrapnel in your arm.
Yeah, well, that'll have to wait till after the fires are out.
It's
And
just a piece of one of the truck's brake lights. But
great. and I'll have somebody else in
Adrenaline
charge.
certainly helps with that.
We don't
Okay, you
have
come through and
Sadie here to fix me up.
you come through, you see the thorough devastation. The ground is not burnt, but the truck is flipped over and it is partially on fire. And Chewie's putting it out. Chewie's arm is covered in blood.
The gate exploded.
Uh,
Yeah,
I'm going to see if I can find another fire extinguisher and help.
You have 3 fire extinguishers. You can find a second one. The third one you probably can't find. It's in the mess of gear. The back is turned over and gear is everywhere. Everyone else, after Eric jumps to the portal, see what happened to Chewie. Are you going to stay there? Or are you going to go with him?
Go with
Yeah,
him.
I'll
Okay.
follow.
I don't want to assume.
I'll tell Reginald to stay though until we know what's
You
going
stay
on.
here with Gerald. He'll keep you safe.
So,
Maybe.
where's the Humvee?
You guys pulled it through the gate, I believe, didn't you?
So the Humvee's on the other side.
You hadn't taken it through, did you? I don't think you did. Honestly, I can't remember.
I think Lola parked it back on the other side because there's a platform and then there's like the bigger
Right.
area, right?
Let's just say you didn't bring it through the gate, but still on the UK world. You want to bring it through after you showed Reginald around. How's that work?
All right, that
Okay.
works. So,
I just rather than deal with any kind of weird complications.
okay, so that, um, the gate that the motorcycle went through, is that the gate towards home, or
That's
is
the gate towards the alternate platform that will lead you to home eventually.
Okay, we need to put the fire out. Priority number one, put the fire out. Priority number two is we gotta get the Humvee, and we gotta go after that guy because he's heading towards home.
How do we know he didn't come from there originally?
So here's the problem: is what's his name is outside the home base building a facility, and if this guy shows up with a bomb, that guy could die. So priority number one, still put out the fire.
In a few minutes, you guys put the fire out. It hasn't hit the gas tanks. It's not. It looks like most of the covering over the back burnt. You have some gear that's burnt. You may have to go through and sort everything out.
Oh no, did we lose our chapstick?
It may have melted. You don't know.
But as soon as the
Um,
fire's out, I basically go, Chewy, your arm. Let me look at that.
Oh yeah, you should probably fix that.
Plus, you have ammo in the back. You have a couple rockets in the back.
Oh man, yeah, that's bad.
There's a small vehicle. There's a diesel container in the back.
Yeah, we got to put out all the fires and make sure it's all safe. Yeah, we got to hurry up.
um,
I'll tell you what, why don't you and Bob, why don't you and Jim make me just personal rolls to see how well you do at that, since you're the ones who are able to put out the fire, and then I'll get back to everybody else and we'll figure out how that's going to work for them.
I got a 43.
43?
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, it's under 50. That can't be too bad. Oh, Jimmy muted.
Sorry, still trying to remember how to use die roller.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. So 25 for Jim and a 43 for Bob. Okay, in about 5 minutes, you can get everything out. Nothing serious seems to be damaged that can explode. It seems more like to the three of you, Bob, more to Eric and Cassidy, that whatever force was ejected at the truck from the explosion is what knocked it over, more than the fire did. Chewie, you're the demolitionist.
Yes.
You're the one who specializes in that.
Yes.
Make me a demolitionist roll.
The Russians taught me all about explosives. I rolled a 58. My demolition skill is only a 52.
Oh,
no.
bummer. You want to take that failure or want to spend power points on that?
I'll spend some power points. But how many power points does it cost?
6 points will give you an instant success, or 5 points allow you to reroll.
I mean, it's only one more point to get an instant success, so I guess I'll just spend 6.
So you'll take the success on that, and you're looking at where the mine was, and you realize it was a very simply crafted, timed plastic explosive that looked like the stuff you got from requisition.
Somebody could have taken this out of our truck.
Yep, definitely the same timer. Yep, definitely the same plastic explosive.
Was I able to tell what type of motorcycle it was?
No, you only saw the back tire. Could have been a dirt bike, more anything else. You think it had grippable tires, so probably that or something close to it.
All right. Yeah, we got to get bandaged up, and then we got to go back and warn. I don't remember his name. The guy who was building a little outpost.
Conrad.
Conrad. We need to go to
Yeah.
warn Conrad that there's somebody else in the fringe paths, and then we need to lock all these fucking gates, except the ones we're using. Like if they went from here to towards Earth, there's no other place that they could go. They're kind of pinned down. I mean, admittedly, they have all the space in the world in each of those worlds, but there's only so if we go through and we close all the gates between here and Earth, then they're either on Earth or they're trapped somewhere along the way.
Yeah, and I mean that was our plan anyway, to close all the extra gates. Like, well, is this thing drivable?
The Humvee is,
We're gonna need heavy equipment to flip the truck back over.
yeah.
I guess England's gonna get a new truck.
Looking at the truck, is it serviceable once flipped, or is it completely total?
Yeah, if you can flip the truck back over, it'll probably still run. You need Chewy to look it over properly,
Little
but
Gordito will get you through once we flip it over. But first, we got to get the Humvee, and then we got to go and warn Conrad, and then we can come back here with the Humvee and flip it over. Hopefully, we're gonna need some tow cables. There's a winch on the Humvee.
Yeah, there's a winch.
Does
We
it
can
got-
just use a winch on the
question
Humvee.
is
Okay.
the question is if we're going to have enough traction on the floor is the real issue. But Conrad, sitting duck, guy with a bomb, potentially and we don't have time to take inventory. He could take if it taken anything out of the truck, he could be going after Conrad with a rocket launcher right now.
So while they're discussing this, what are Cassidy and Lola doing?
You know what? I think maybe Lola is taking inventory at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
especially-
can we be taking not like
Sure.
a full inventory, but like, okay, it looks like there's our 4 rocket launchers, there's this, there's that.
Yeah, like look for rocket launchers, weapons, and psychic headband.
Because it's also if it's C4 and timers from somewhere on Earth, somebody else from Earth, from our Earth, could have had those things too. It's not that they necessarily took it off the truck.
Okay, I think I had things marked for destroyed or taken. Things that were destroyed. A second. Those in yellow, orange, more of a red. Sorry, I was doing this a couple weeks ago, and here we go. Okay, so anything here? I'm going to access this list in a moment. Why is that? Okay, so I'm going to do is I'm going to reshare this list with you. And I'll put it in the Discord chat. So, unfortunately, I can't show it to everybody, but now anything marked in Orange slash red is destroyed. Anything that's marked in yellow is missing.
All the lip balm's gone.
No!
The lip balm's melted.
My Burt's Bees.
Our bottle of
It's
scotch.
fine. We can ask for another,
Okay.
1,000.
Colors one more time.
Orange is destroyed, or red is destroyed, and yellow is missing.
Okay, so
Who
all of
took
our
our Costco energy
explosives,
Thermite,
bars?
plastic explosives, Russian rocket launchers. Yeah, right.
RPGs, and grenades.
They took the whiskey.
Now the whiskey's broken.
Oh, right. That one's broken.
That was all.
Oh no, our rain
That was all.
suits!
All Sadie's stuff got broken. It looks like the beef jerky, coffee and tea,
Our radios are dead.
Tabasco sauce, salt and pepper, cigarettes and
The
scotch. That was all stuff Sadie brought.
the massive watercraft that Sadie had
Oh, was
as well.
that hers too?
Yeah.
Now we'll need to get a foldable boat.
This isn't D&D.
I mean, there's foldable boats in real life. Kind of, sort of.
Or there are inflatables.
Cool. So it looks like they have all of our bombs.
Oh, I say we make haste, leave the effing truck. I don't care. Make haste towards the Earth portal as quickly as we can
Yep.
to make sure that those explosives don't end up doing harm over there.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
that
gonna.
makes sense. Should we? We should ask Reginald if he wants to come. If he comes, it might take a while for him to get back.
I think that was understood that he wouldn't be back right away.
Yeah, he seems a little more dire as long as he's fine with it. Otherwise, yeah, I think we get moving.
We can just simply leave it up to him. Ask him if he wants to come. He's welcome. If he doesn't want to, that's fine too. We'll leave it up to his choice then, and also tell him what the risks are. So
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna tell him, hey, come in here. We're talking about what to do next.
Well, don't we have to go there and get the Humvee?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't.
The Humvee's on
Whatever.
the England side. We need to go get it.
MRE. No, all of the MREs are destroyed. Also, I did not in the
No.
list, but I know they're all
No, the
destroyed.
chili man!
Gerald's gonna be so mad when he learns the tuna's gone. He's gonna want revenge.
Where's the tuna? Where's all the tuna?
Also, before we leave, we should take any other guns and such from the truck and put them in the Humvee. So they're not just sitting here for anyone to find.
You can't
So
put
I just want to
everything
point
in the
out that
Humvee.
every minute that we spend packing and tracking shit is minutes that guy has a head start on us.
I
to
agree with you
done.
100%.
So drop your shit, get in the Humvee, and let's go.
Because to be honest, in about 5 seconds, if we don't, I'm getting in the Humvee and just going.
Yeah.
Okay, then
Okay.
let's get moving.
Okay, so you go out back to the 49 world to get the Humvee and Reginald and Gerald.
Reginald can get in the truck right now, or he can stay here.
Oh, he has no problem with that.
There's no discussion. We're going.
Nope, he's not arguing. Neither is Gerald.
Oh, also, is the headband? I don't remember if we had it in the truck or
The wig?
Humvee.
You had it in the truck.
Oh, is it still there?
You know what? It's a big mess to search through, so
Like it should be in like a lockbox.
yeah, you
So
gotta
at
find it
least-
in all that mess. Let's see. Why don't you
She's-
make me a spot roll?
We specifically locked it in a box with a lock that Chloe did not have the key to.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they would have just randomly found that.
Well, you got to find it in all the stuff that's spelled out of the truck. It's nothing's where it was. So make
82.
me
It's a mess.
so straight spot roll. I think is 50% for you.
Hmm. I'm pretty good at spotting, but it's really chaotic here.
Okay, you can't find it.
Whoops, there might be a psychic headband on the loose too.
Okay, say otherwise, you all get into the Humvee with the
Oh
cat
no.
and Reginald, and you take off towards home. Correct? Just make certain I'm correct.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
All due haste.
Okay, so you head off at full speed, and you race down the pathway to the alternate platform. Um, you get to the alt platform, and I'd like Chewie to make me a. Chewie is driving,
So
correct?
okay,
Chewie is
yes,
driving.
Chew's definitely driving, but uh, none of our equipment included contact fuses, right? Only
Correct.
timed fuses.
Or only time fuses, yes.
Okay, so we don't need to worry about booby traps. Only time bombs. All right, what do you need me to make?
Make me a spot check.
Well, I rolled a 4.
All right. Two things you see as you pull through the portal down onto the alternate platform. One are three people standing by the gate leading to -2 on the right side of you, the larger gate.
We've never been to -2, right?
Nope, but you see three people standing out there. Three humanoids. You can't see them very clearly because you're driving. You happen to get a glance of them. But more importantly, as you're turning towards, you just automatically win a slide turn
Yeah.
to head towards home. There is a mine in front of that portal.
All right, I jerk the wheel and avoid the mine.
Okay, so if you go over the mine, you'll go through the gate. If you don't go through, you don't go over. You don't. If you, I'm sorry, if you go over the mine, you'll go through the gate. If you don't go over the mine, you'll have to stay on the platform.
I'll stay on the platform because
Okay,
I've seen
so
what the mines do.
yes, the mine is not flashing.
Humvees don't do great against landmines.
No, they
as we found out.
don't. Okay, so that's another sheet. I like you make me a drive roll. Just I know you're fantastic at that, but just make one anyway.
I rolled a
Let's see.
45 out of 90.
Yeah,
What's my?
you're fine.
Oh, I'm 87 out of 87.
Doesn't put you in your special, does it? I don't think it
I
does.
don't think so.
Your special is an 18. Okay, so you're able to avoid the mine, and as you pull the vehicle around, you're facing the other portal, and as you do that, the three people are standing there, open fire at the Humvee. Now, as you see them doing this before I go to initiative, you all can see that they're wearing some kind of fatigues that are dark. They're fatigues designed for forest, so they're dark green.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them have hats. One of them does not, and he is bald, and his skin is gray. Doesn't look normal. So, question is, are you going to be firing back at them? Or are you gonna try? What are you gonna try and do? Since I'm asking before we go through initiative issues, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna run them over.
You're gonna try and run them over?
Yes.
They're in front of that gateway, so if you go before them, you can probably do that.
All right.
What's everyone else gonna be doing? Since there are limited windows,
You
Take
know what?
cover.
You know what? I'm an American. Time to get out the shotgun.
okay. Shotgun may not
I'm
reach
gonna
across
fire back.
Shotgun may not reach across the portal, but that's okay. Reginald and Gerald are in a pile in the back. He's on top of the cat. Cat's fine with that.
Hold tight, Cato.
And what is Eric doing?
Eric is going to. Well, the car is moving, right?
It's going to be moving in a second as soon as Chewie gets to go.
Okay, then I'm just going to ready my rifle and wait for the car to get moving. I'm not going to actually fire in right now. I'm actually just seeking cover and waiting for a more advantageous position.
Okay, fantastic. So we know what everyone's going to do. We're looking at everyone's decks. So I know what theirs are. Cassie has a 15. Eric
Uh,
has a dex of 12. Probably should just write these down. Wouldn't that be smart of me? But, I'm not big on the S word. SMRT, I think,
SMRT.
but
I am sorry.
SMRT, that's
SMRT.
definitely Mike.
It's an initiative.
Initiative is basically by dex rank. There's no rolling or anything like that. And of course, I can't find a pen when I need one. I have TARDISes everywhere, but no pen. Okay, so Cassidy is a 15. Eric is a 12. Lola and
18.
Jimmy. Your dex is an 18?
Yeah, I'm an artist. I'm dex based.
Yowza. And Bob, what
Thir-
is Chewy's?
14? 13.
14.
13.
13. Okay. There it is. All right. I just averaged there together. So, uh, Lola, Cassidy, Chewy, and then Eric and the bad guys at the same time. All right. So, Lola gets to go first. These guys are pretty much out of the range of your shotgun. You can fire it at them. I'm not going to stop you.
Would a rifle work better?
Yes, the rifle would work better.
All right, let's grab the AK and time to DACA. Gonna live up to all the worst stereotypes of Americans here.
They
Well,
shot
that's a
they shot first. Let's be clear.
they
Oh,
did.
no.
However, I got a
98.
fumble,
Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, firearm rifle. Yep, it's a fumble. Okay,
and I don't have any PowerPoints to change it.
that's right. You guys haven't rested yet. So, the gun jams, and it's been useless until you fix it. You pull it out, you click, you didn't actually, it just jams on you. You don't know why it jammed. You're not an expert. So the gun doesn't work. Okay, that was 18. 15 would be Cassidy. What is Cassidy gonna do? He
excuse
said
me.
shoot. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna belch.
There you go.
Uh, but I guess I can take a rifle and lay down cover fire. I don't really want to shoot at. I don't want to shoot them. I want to shoot at them. I'm trying to scare them.
Okay, so let me run over to the. Let's see. I think there's a way to do that. Hang on a second. Back, engage, disengage, dodge, fight defensively. Uh, Basic system gets a reward for the most confusing combat system ever, but that's okay. It is not their fault. Okay, yeah, it's their fault.
Well, I rolled a 26, whatever the thing I have to do
Using a
is.
rifle, correct?
Yeah. Which, yeah, 42 for a rifle, so, right?
There it is. There it is. Our attacks. Yeah, no.
Honestly, for what you're doing, that's an intimidation roll, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're not trying to get them to move. You're trying to scare them. Is that what you
Y
wanted to do?
yeah.
Because covering fire is used to get them to stop moving or get out of the way.
Yeah,
You
I
want to
guess.
intimidate them to run off. That's fine too. It's firing a big, large automatic rifle at somebody will scare people. Can scare people.
America!
That's
Yeah.
America. Fuck yeah. There you go.
I rolled a 26, whatever we're deciding I'm doing.
Let's see. There is no real intimidate, but persuade definitely is a roll. It's communication. I'll say it's persuade.
Okay, where
So
is my persuasion?
persuade is
Not very good. 19.
okay. So you missed it by a little bit. You can accept the failure, or do you have PowerPoints this time?
I do not believe I have any PowerPoints left.
Okay, so you fail to intimidate them. They stand their ground because the bullets don't hit them, don't anywhere near them. But
I'm just driving
they're
around
floating out in
shooting in
space.
the air while screaming.
That doesn't get more American than anything else. All right, so Cassidy and then Chewie.
Yes.
Okay, so you're
Pedal
gonna.
to the metal.
Okay,
Ramming
now
speed.
are you trying to hit them?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't think there are really fighting rules with vehicles, but we're gonna make it happen anyway. So make me a drive roll at minus 20%. Are you trying to hit all three or just one of them?
I'm trying to hit as many as I can, and I rolled a 7.
Oh, well, you hit all three. That's seven is a special, so you can hit all three. That's fine. Not critical damage, but you will hit.
I want
You
to.
can.
I want to. I want to slide into it and swipe all 3 of them.
Okay. So with the 7, that's just 2 points above a critical too. Man. Okay. So you hit them with the side of the Humvee, and before they can even do anything, they and Eric. Okay,
There's no vehicles or anything. It's just 3 guys on the platform.
just 3 guys on the platform, no
All right.
vehicles.
All right.
What if these guys aren't even? Oh wait, they started shooting
They're
at us, right?
shooting at us.
They started shooting at you guys. They're pretty much dead on. Not they don't like you.
Officially in the bad guy column.
Wanted to make sure weren't just driving past a group of guys drinking beer in front of their house, okay? Because I'd be pissed if I was drinking beer.
Drinking beer in front of their house with a mine on the other side of the street, in the driveway of the next door neighbor's house.
Well, and one of them saying, "I'll tell you what."
Let me just roll some checks for them. Okay. Well, one is definitely not going to survive this. One will survive this. The other one. Okay. I know exactly what happened. So, as you slam into them, the guy in the middle, who has a scruffy beard, brown beard, looks to be a little bit overweight. He realizes as you get closer to them that their fatigues are kind of tattered and used.
Maybe these are rednecks.
The gray bald guy, who as you get closer realize his face has scales. You hit him, he goes flying out into the zero gravity space area.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Okay.
I'm
Sorry,
imagining
dude.
I'm imagining a Wilhelm scream.
Um,
I hope.
yeah,
I hope this
until
isn't.
he hits the airless place.
I hope this isn't Team 3. Is my only
Hmm.
thing. But I don't think that they were in fatigues, right?
No,
The dead one we found was not in fatigues.
you don't see any IDET badges on these guys as you run them
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. Okay.
The guy in the middle is able to jump back and not get hit by the truck, but the girl on the end takes the full impact of the blast and she's dead. You hear the sickening thud of her neck break
Oh.
as she goes down. And the other guy who's flying off, he's screaming as he's moving very fast off the platform. And there's no way anybody can catch him because zero gravity is fun.
Oh. Chewie gives himself the little. Oh, sorry, buddy.
So as Eric is about ready to act, you can see the guy flying off. Ah, gone.
Oh, he's just gone.
He's just farther away into the area where there's no sound and no air.
Oh.
You do realize there's now a place out there where there is no air.
Yeah. Well, we learned something today.
What is Eric going to do? One guy did jump back from the truck. And he's changed what he's going to do, but it's up to Eric what he
I
wants to
am
do.
going to roll out of the Humvee and basically aim my rifle at him and command him to surrender.
All right, make me a persuade roll at a 15%, a 10, yeah, I'd say 20% penalty. Because he is not going to come with you if he can help it. You roll a 44 or better. All right, so you rolled a 37. Fantastic. So he's not going to shoot you. That's a good thing. He just says, not today, and touches the portal. And he says it in a very definitely American accent. Not today. He touches the portal and is gone through it. And that's the end of the combat round.
Can I chase him through the portal?
Well, we'll get to that.
Where?
If we're going to stay in combat rounds, if you're going to chase after him.
Well, yeah, I need to question somebody.
Okay, so we just statements we're going to do next round. So Eric's going to chase after him. What is Cassidy doing?
Um, I want to go check out the dead body.
Okay, dead body. Lola.
I'll try and fix the rifle.
Okay, try to fix the rifle. And Chewie.
If Eric is chasing, then I'm going with Eric.
Okay, you're going to jump out and run with Eric.
Grabbing my rifle, my good Russian-made rifle, which will not jam, and following Eric.
You hope. All right, so on 18, Cassidy jumps out of the truck and runs over to the dead girl. Yes? I got that
Yes.
correctly?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Lola gets to go first. My bad. I forgot. I'm sorry. It's not Cassidy. So to try and unjam the gun, I think you need to make me a fine manipulation roll. Yeah, fine manipulation.
Um, actually not great at that.
Or you can make a luck roll.
I'll do fine manipulation. Let's see.
I mean, you have an 85% luck roll, but hey, you can only do it once per game.
I don't want to use my luck here. I'm just gonna. I think like if it doesn't seem like the rifle's gonna explode, I'm just trying to fix, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting a shotgun.
Okay, so it's not clearing. You're probably gonna need Chewie for this or Eric because you can't get it unjammed. So you're just gonna drop it and grab your shotgun. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm watching over Cassidy.
Okay, so Cassidy jumps out and goes over to the dead girl's body, which is under the wheel of the Humvee.
Mm. I kind of just wanted to check out the uniform, see if there was anything identifying on it. Um, see if she has things in her pockets, weapons, scary weapons that I don't recognize, laser guns,
Okay,
needlers, you know.
right. Um, Let me just check. I have to check one thing. I can't remember who was carrying this, so we'll just make a roll out of it.
Oh God, I hope the guy floating in space doesn't have the important plot item.
That would suck, but
Maybe we should get a really big fishing rod for next time.
I was thinking harpoon.
As harpoon gun, yeah. I'll add that to our list. Yeah, harpoon gun.
Well, we gotta add a lot of things to our list because now they're all explode up.
Yeah.
okay. So you jump down to her and you start. But her uniform, like I said, is tattered. They all look relatively the same from what you saw. The guy ran away and they got ejected from the platform. The lizardish kind of gray guy who got ejected from the platform. She looks relatively like you guys do, human like you. But going through her pockets, you find chapstick, you find camo paint.
She
You,
stole our chapstick.
it's not your brand.
Oh,
Generic chapstick from generic villain. Damn it. Um, but you do find a crystal key.
Ooh, what color is it?
I have to check my notes, which I don't have in front of me. Fantastic. Good job, Mike.
I put it in a safe place, which is probably in my sports bra.
That's a safe place. Sure, I'm all behind that. That's a good safe place.
I don't know if I'd want
No,
an
nobody would be
A4 in
looking
my
at that at
bra.
all.
It's going to be pointy.
That's the style now, isn't it? The cat's over there being annoying.
Um, I'll roll initiative for Gerald in a second. Check his initiative because I think he's going to come out of. He's being protected by. That's not there either. Man, this book, I swear. Here we go. Nope. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. Didn't have it written down, but I want to make sure you have the information. So, since you were looking for, there we go.
Maybe the three nipples will help us blend in with some alien culture down the line.
Yeah.
You never know. It is a pale green color.
I forget what green means, but I know that's important.
You have a dark green key.
We used to have an orange, right?
You used to have an orange, but they took that from you guys. But this is a pale one, pale green.
Okay. Also, girls keep crystals in their bras all the time. Haven't you met any of those woo-woo girls?
I know a lot of witchy women,
It's
and I can
true.
vouch.
Hey, some people keep anything there. No big deal. I get it. No problem with that. That's the thing you find. It's just hard to look at her for very long because she is a bloody mess. I mean, her legs under the wheel of
Yeah,
the
it's
Humvee.
probably kind of gross. I probably throw up a little bit.
Oh, in your mouth. You swallow that down. Okay. Um, Chewy. Um, Chewy just jumps out and runs to the gate, correct?
Well, I'm following Eric. If Eric runs through the gate, I follow right behind him.
Okay, so you wait till Eric runs to the gate.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eric's gonna run through the gate towards the end. Um, go. Okay, so Eric runs through the gate and you run with him.
Yes.
You can see the guy is jumping onto a dirt bike and he's about to take off as you guys clear the gate.
Brut, brut, brut.
Yeah.
Three round bursts.
I shoot.
All right,
I shoot at the bike.
all right. So Eric, roll me to hit. A 5. Holy crap. Well, there you have it. That is it's one shy of a critical success. Well, you put 2 bullets into him. You want to roll me hit locations?
Sure, is that a D100 or what is it?
D20, actually.
And the boys are racking up a kill count.
Never have that page open.
That is a 20.
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
We're not gonna get to question anybody.
Roll me 2d6 plus 2. He can roll really low.
If he rolls maybe a 3, maybe a 4. I don't know how many hit points this guy has, but you need to roll less than a 5. I'm gonna guess.
Just roll 2d6 and we'll add 2 to the total.
Eric, you're muted if you're talking to us.
Yeah, I know I have it on push to talk, but when I move over to the Discord, it changes.
Ah, okay.
So 2d6. Oh, oh, you have to put the number after. Sorry, doesn't work like the one I'm used to. Okay, so that's 1 and a 2 plus 2, so we're 5.
Oh,
Okay.
he might survive.
He's not wearing any armor,
Oh man.
so he's gonna go to 0 with that. And so you fire 3 shots, and one of them goes right into his head, and it explodes. It is not pretty. And so before Chewie can shoot the bike, this guy's head is a broken melon.
Was the bike moving?
The bike wasn't moving; he was about to start it.
Okay, good. So we'll be able to recover the bike.
Not today, pal.
Yeah, apparently not today.
Mhm.
There are 2 others there with it too.
2 other bikes?
2 other bikes.
Oh.
One for each of the people who are now dead or somewhere in space floating.
All right, so I Greyhawk the body.
In front of the body. It's a mess. He's sitting on the bike though, his hand's still on on the handlebars. He hasn't fallen off yet.
Whatever, motherfucker shot at me.
Well, yeah, I shot at all of us. I do kind of I mean they shot at us, right? But I kind of would like to have look. I'm not
Hey,
saying
look,
bad shot. I'm saying hey,
didn't do
really
that
good
on
shot.
purpose.
I'm just saying
That
really
was
good shot. I'm just saying it would have been kind of nice if we could have questioned the guy a little bit, or maybe broke his knuckles or something and made him talk. But getting him in the head. That's hey bonus
that was my
points.
intent. That was just a lucky shot. I went for center of mass.
Bonus points, right? Like
He falls
that,
off the bike.
that gets you like a top score in Halo, right? So I'm not complaining. I'm not saying bad shot. That's for sure. I'm not saying bad shot. I'm saying, in a perfect world, we would have just winged him or something. That's why I was shooting the bike. But
Yeah. Well, I was just aiming for something that I knew I could hit. And the head wasn't it. But
I ran him over. I'm not complaining. I'm not saying you did wrong. Just saying
you
it
know
would
what,
have been
Chewie?
nice.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but you know what? Murder high five.
The guys at the base, they're gonna want to talk about this. So
What
Yeah.
is what is this day 2 of Eric being with the group?
Yeah, day 2, he's already murdered somebody. I mean, shot somebody. I mean, shot in self-defense, right? That's right.
Dude, the dice wanted that guy dead. That wasn't even me.
sometimes a guy just needs killing.
Yeah. But
Wow.
yeah, well, let's take the bikes back with us then. And if there's anything at all of note on him, I picked it up as well.
There's ammunition. Like, there's a submachine gun which is slung over his shoulder.
Oh,
And
take a look at that submachine gun. What type of
It's
submachine gun is it?
it's an Uzi,
Mm.
probably 1960s
Who the
ish.
hell still uses Uzis? That's like 80s villain type of like.
Yeah.
Old James Bond movies had those. Like nobody uses that. The classy villains these days. They use MP5s. Like everybody knows that. Like
Oh yeah, everybody knows that.
I like play Call of Duty. You can't even get an Uzi in Call of Duty these days. Like you gotta get like the MP5 or like
Well, the MP5 Navy was my favorite in Counter Strike.
so yeah. Maybe but that's too new for 1949 land, but it's too old for the U.S. And our world. So I wonder where these guys came from.
Steampunk World, Steampunk Earth, Steampunk Los
Steampunk
Angeles.
Okay, so cutting back to Lola and Cassidy, and as well as the cat and Reginald, who is now not cowering in the back seat, leaned out and says, "What happened?" And
Sees the body and then throws up violently.
Reginald and Gerald's looking out the window like this. Jumps out because dead body. Reginald looks out, sees a dead body. Yes, retches and throws up. Thankfully, outside the vehicle.
Right, patting Reginald on the back.
Ah! Yeah.
Yeah, being in the military is an experience.
Uh, uh, this is day one. This is day one.
Right.
Poor
Uncle
guy.
Cassidy, anything else to grab from over there?
The girl has a submachine gun slung. It's on the ground. You don't recognize what it looks like. Oh wait, Cassidy might. Let me just check and see what your skill would be for that. Mike only has 6,000 pages tabs open.
Well, you
Cassidy.
need 6,001.
It feels like it some days. Let's see.
Anyway, I say we should hop in and meet Eric and Chewie on the other side if you're ready to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Make me a uh, firearm rifle at minus 10%.
What's my rifle?
I mean, it looks really weird to you.
I got a 58, so
It
no
looks
dice.
looks really weird. You've never seen it before, but it's definitely a small gun. It
I'll
has
pick it up.
it has a brace. Got a gold top.
Is it also an Uzi?
No, it doesn't look like one
Okay.
of those.
I will pick up the gun. I will get in the driver's seat. I will put the Humvee in gear. I
Okay,
will
so you're
cringe
doing
as
that.
I roll off the body.
The
Um,
sound it makes. Gerald gets back in the car. He was going to chew on the body, but he's not going to now. If you're going to drive,
Gerald, I know this is a bad guy, but have a little respect for the dead.
I was just got a taste.
We don't authorize eating humans in this caravan, okay?
Well, they did shoot at us.
We can talk. We can talk about it later as Lola gets into the driver's seat.
Fine. Okay, so Eric and Chewie are grabbing two of the bikes. The one with the dead guy on it. I guess you're leaving. It's covered in blood and brains.
I mean, seriously, I don't even have a hose, so
Is there
not what I'm going to bring out.
Is there any real measurable difference between the three bikes?
No, they're all about the same. They look like they're probably they look like dirt bikes. I mean, they're probably different ages.
Right. Okay.
As far as you can tell, but you're not an expert on bikes.
I'm not an expert on bikes, but I know enough about motorcycles. You pull it here and you push it there, and it's got two wheels. I understand this stuff. If they're not and there's no saddlebags or anything on them, they're just bare bikes.
Yeah.
Okay, just let's each grab one of the ones that's not covered in blood and take them through. I want to.
There's no comms equipment around anywhere. No radios, walkie-talkies.
No, actually. Like I said, the only thing the guy has on him is ammunition, his coat, some beef jerky. Hey, it's your beef jerky.
Hey!
Apparently, we've discovered a world that does not have beef jerky.
Hey, if you found beef jerky that hadn't been opened, you get it too, right?
Well, no doubt, man. Okay.
So as you're getting ready to turn off the bikes, the Humvee pulls through, and
Hi, anyone we
guys
need
see,
to chase?
you guys see what they did. There's the body with no head on the ground, a big old
Oh,
mess
Um,
of blood
what?
and brains, and a
What?
bike that's fallen over with a body on it.
Where are we? Are we in a forest? Are we?
No, you're on a pathway. This is an exit pathway off to a different alternate
Oh, okay, okay.
towards -2.
Gotcha. So she had this.
oh, that's interesting.
It's a light green one. I don't remember if we found out what light green means.
No, you don't. You don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm interested to find that out.
Also, she had this gun.
Is
It's
that
some
the
kind of
Uzi?
it's some kind of
No,
machine gun. And it is not an Uzi.
it's a Tommy gun.
No, it looks more modern than that. Looks like
Oh,
some kind of submachine variant. But even you guys, you can make a firearms check at minus 10% to figure it out.
space Nazi gun.
Firearms, is that different than my shooting skill?
Your rifle skill
Oh, okay.
minus 10%.
Oh, I definitely don't know what it is. I rolled a 69. Nice. It's obviously not a Russian issue rifle because those are the only ones that I have been allowed to shoot.
I got a 25.
Oh, okay. You know that. You know what that is. It's an Indian. It's a rifle. It's a submachine gun from India, roughly 2020, 2021. Relatively new. It's kind of shiny. Got a gold thing. It's called an ASMI,
Okay.
but it's relatively new. And um, outside of small differences, you definitely are sure that's what it is.
Wait, 2020?
Yeah,
So
2020.
ahead of time for us, for our characters?
I'm saying it, Mike, for Jim's reference. It's more of a futuristic kind of thing. That's right, because you were in 2008 too. It's a little more futuristic than you're used to.
Oh.
Okay. Is there a? I basically remove the magazine if there is a magazine.
It's 9 millimeter.
It's
That
9 mil.
hasn't changed.
Okay.
9 millimeter parabellum.
I remove around and read the back.
Let's see. It would say Lokesh 2021.
Okay. It's like, interesting. I wish there was some kind of way to scan this thing and see if it's actually from our dimension or a parallel one. Gosh darn it. Why can't we have Star Trek tricorders and stuff? That'd be cool.
Because it's 2008. We haven't even had the eugenics war yet.
True.
I have psychic
Not many things,
powers.
just be a
Just I need a
child.
nap first.
Well, okay.
We also
Um,
gotta find that headband and the pile of crap.
I mean, I can do
Hey,
it without the headband.
I still. Oh no, the headband's gone. I still think that we should go ahead and go back to home base and report this because
Yeah.
this is really freaking crazy bad. If there are other operatives going on in here, and judging from the tattered nature of their uniforms, I don't even know if they actually belong to anybody. They could just be stuck out here.
So we should in the truck we got body bags. We put these guys in body bags, uh, and we take them back with us, um, because the guys back at base are probably gonna like do some autopsy type stuff on them, and maybe they can ID them or something like from their teeth. Maybe if they're from Earth. If they're not, then
They
we should
need a
probably know that.
head to ID
And
their teeth.
that other guy, well, this one's got a head. She just don't got no legs, and we
so
can.
I'm guessing going back to the portal,
Yes.
to the
Yeah.
platform.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Lola says like I'm gonna also lock the portal to -2.
You
If they
can't do that.
came from there,
There's no way to lock those portals.
all right, because
There's-
these are the big ones
The big
between.
portals.
Chewie, you got demo, right?
Yes.
Let's go collect that mine. I'm going to place it somewhere strategic.
Oh, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Well, I don't know. I don't know if we want to do that. Like putting up like when that explosive went off next to the gate, it made it bigger. It was like really big, and that's what knocked over the truck. Because just a little C4 like that wouldn't knock over the truck from way over there, but from over here, and it knocked over the truck. And I don't know if we want to leave a mine on the tracks. Like that seemed bad.
Well, I'm thinking immediately in front of, and I'm just saying if somebody's coming from that direction, we can't close the portal. It's just a thought.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Because honestly,
Anyways,
if there's blowback and we aren't there, I don't care.
All right. Put it to a vote. I say we don't put a mine on the platform.
I concur.
I vote for mine.
I vote for mine. We need
Uh,
an odd number of people. Cat, mine or
yeah.
no?
Gatto, you're the tiebreaker.
Oh, I get the tie break?
Uh,
Yeah,
Let
you're a member
me
of this team, man.
let me think. Let me think. Let me think. Um, I don't like what it did, so I'm gonna say no.
Fair enough. No, it is.
Okay.
But we should still remove that mine or at least deactivate it from where
yeah.
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should.
But but I like 5 minutes to check out that dead body.
You cannot. No,
You
Gato,
can
you cannot. You
no.
cannot. You cannot eat. You cannot
I
eat
cannot
people.
have you have a taste of human flesh because next thing I know, you're
Yeah.
gonna eat me.
Yeah, we don't know. That's is that my I have a cousin and her neighbor she died and then she had all these cats and the cats ate her. It was
You know they're carnivores, and once we're dead, we're just meat.
but that's your cat. Like Gato, you wouldn't eat me if I died, would you?
I'm
Friends
fairly
aren't
sure you would.
friends aren't food.
That's right. See, good cat. Not yeah. You me Gato, bros.
Hmm. Friends aren't food.
All
I'm gonna go take a nap.
right, let's take care of
Okay.
those explosives, get them somewhere safe, and then let's
Yeah.
get back to home base.
So okay,
Uh,
so looking at this
did we
mine,
did we find the thermite that they took?
No,
it's
So there's thermite somewhere.
and rocket launcher somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
thermite rocket launchers and plastic explosives.
Yeah. So this mine, does it look like it's like an improvised thing out of the parts we had, or is this an actual like landmine?
This is not improvised of things you have. This is not a landmine. It's specifically been made out of certain parts, but this is a contact mine. If you ran over this, it would explode.
All right. But
So
does it
if
look
you
like it?
choose,
Is
you
it
can
like
choose to try and disarm it.
is it an IED or is it a like a self-contained landmine? Like
Oh no, you can call it an IED. Yeah,
okay. Um
it's incredibly dangerous.
yeah, I right.
The best kind.
All right, so just taking a look at it here, right? It has a contact trigger. Is it attached to the ground in any way?
No, it's not. It's got rubber. It's got rubber pieces that are letting it quote unquote not move on the pathways. It can't stick to the pathways, but it sure as heck cannot actually move.
Okay, I'm just thinking
So
like
what we
This
need to
is
do is get a
it's sitting at
cone.
it's sitting at an angle, and the
right,
rubber pieces are holding it to the ramp.
right. So what we need is
We
what I
just
need is a broom, and then I can just kind of slide it off the ramp into the nothingness, and then don't have to disarm it, because even disarming, even somebody who's been trained like me, disarming does not always work.
And
we
frankly, I
have a
wouldn't want to.
shovel. We should have
Okay,
shovels and rakes in the
I
truck.
would like all of you to make me insight rolls,
Uh,
just as a matter of fact.
No, I got an 80. No way.
Oh, I'm not very good at that.
Oh, what is it? Wait, where is insight?
Insight is under perception.
I got a
Oh,
68.
I
yeah,
failed.
I didn't make
I
that.
failed.
Oh
I
wow.
got a 33. I have
I
no
think
idea.
that we should just go get a traffic cone and put the traffic cone on top so nobody drives over it.
What if we just shoot it and set it off? Then,
No, no,
we
that's we don't want to set off bombs because I saw the bomb. It would make it a bigger explosion. It'd probably kill us.
well, we back away and then shoot it.
Jim, you got a 43 out of 33 out of 45, correct?
That is correct.
So you did succeed. All right. So they're arguing about what to do about this mine. You're like, um, even if we fiddle with it like what Chewie does, if he touches it and moves it, it might go off from the vibrations of the rubber. That would explode, and it may cause the portal to explode like it did before. And if you were anywhere near that, it could be quite fatal. If it can blow the truck over with an explosion, it could probably incinerate and kill you.
So we need some traffic cones and
Well,
caution tape.
let's let Eric handle that. I once describe it to you guys.
Guys, there's a very likely chance that this is motion activated. Just judging from the base and the way that it's set up, I would not suggest moving it or nudging it in any way, shape, or form. If we can't clearly and if we can't figure out a way to just diffuse this, then we may just need to leave this alone because from what Chewie says, if that thing blows that close to the portal, the blowback will probably take us all out.
All right. Uh, are all of our explosives gone?
Yes.
Fuck. There's not enough room for me to drive the truck around the mine, is there?
Nope. Right in the center of the platform.
What
It
if
was
we should,
meant it was meant to hurt the truck and probably kill you guys. Any vehicle running over that. Now,
what if we
go
key
ahead.
up one of these bikes to run? We go all back through a portal, and then we push the bike so that it runs over the mine while jumping back in the portal.
I like that idea.
Wait,
Or conversely, we get a bunch of traffic cones and some caution tape and just put a safety zone around it so
The,
nobody touches it.
Well, it's a getting around it thing.
we need to get around it to go home.
I guess, Chewie, could you rig one of the bikes to explode and, I don't know, give us a few minutes? Just, we set it off near the mine, then we, leave, and then come back after chaos happens.
Okay, so I'm going to take this odd 9mm weapon, and I am going to start. I get my Leatherman out of my pocket, and I'm going to start removing the lead balls off and pouring out the gunpowder.
okay.
And it
You
says
have
we
a
can actually
Leatherman,
make a
not a
few.
Gerber?
That's a Leatherman. Yeah. Um, uh, they actually are a little bit more stable in seawater. But anyways, neither here nor there. Um, we can use this to create a fuse and then a sub explosive to set off the mine and just light the fuse, go back to the other side of the portal, wait for it to go off, and then come back.
Yeah. We don't have any grenades, do we?
Oh, those are all gone too.
Yeah. 12 grenades missing.
I'm trying to understand what Cassie's plan was. You said to run the bike back, race it
So
across, and jump off of it.
rig a bike basically to run over the mine while we're
Okay,
inside a portal.
got it. Okay, that's okay.
I know it's hard because bikes have two wheels and you got to keep it upright.
I thought you were saying to back the bike up far as possible, and then race to the bike and race at the portal and jump off.
No, no. I
That would be
mean,
stylish, but probably a bad
if we
idea.
had Evil Knievel here,
Well, you kind of do.
We kind of do actually. You also got to remember Chewie's injured. His arm is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Got a big chunk of plastic stuck in it still.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we doing? All right. This is the plan. We pack up our stuff on this platform. We go back to the other platform. We go back to England land. We ask them for some dynamite, and then we come back and we blow this thing up while we are not in the platform. Dynamite with a time detonator. They got to have that.
Oh, yeah, that's probably smarter than doing whatever shenanigans we were going to do.
Yes. Yes.
You could also ask to borrow maybe a pulley or something that we can use to tip the truck over too.
Well, we'll definitely need to do that, but the truck isn't on this platform. The truck is on the other platform.
Yeah, but we're going to go back to England Town where that platform is anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
So we can. I'm sure they've got a block and tackle. If we don't, among
Yeah.
all of the things we don't have, a block and tackle is on there. But we can get that. But the Humvee has a winch.
Yeah.
The problem I see is not whether or not we've got the pulling power. It's whether or not we've got the traction on a flat metal platform from the Humvee to pull over a 5-ton Ural. But that's all here nor there. None of this matters if we don't get rid of the mine. And the
All
easiest
right.
way to get rid of that mine is going to be with a small explosive device, which we don't have because they stole them all. I'm only going to guess that they were all on the guy that flew out into the abyss.
Wait,
But
he has missile launchers on into the abyss. Where's the rest of our stuff? That's a good question. That's far more material good
I don't know.
than could be carried on one person.
And they weren't with the bikes. There may be a fourth one out there.
Or maybe they have a. Well, no. Why would they go back to camp, drop stuff off, and come back? That's just weird.
I don't know. I don't know.
We
But
do that all the time.
They weren't gone long enough to go anywhere. It's 50
Really?
miles
yeah.
between platforms.
And
Actually,
there's only 3 gates on this platform.
No, the alternate has a full 8.
Oh,
You haven't
that's right.
mapped all of
Okay.
them.
No, that's right. Okay, and we don't know where these go.
yeah,
You've only
I
mapped
want to
some of
look.
them.
I want to look if there's a fourth motorcycle track that I can make out.
Not on you can't make it out on
Yeah.
the tracks you really can't make out on this metal platform.
I'll go back into through the gate just to check it out really quickly.
Where the guy died?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't see any of the tracks on there as well. There's no way to see because whatever's on the pathway doesn't leave tracks.
So
It's metal.
this is platform 2.
This is the
This
alternate
is
for
alternate.
platform
This is
2.
alternate platform for O1, right? Negative O1.
Yes, correct.
So this is where we linked to Gerald's home, the crazy bitch lady,
Yep.
and the warehouse.
That is correct.
All right. Close all these gates.
Okay, yeah. What you guys found here were the telepathic cat, the island, the volcanic world, the warehouse, the alien invasion world that you hadn't investigated more than a few about a mile, the strange gold mine. I think you guys went a whole 60 feet in there, and you went into the Minoan one. 2 of the platforms you haven't checked out yet. 2 of the portals, excuse me.
All right. Let's lock all these gates. Then go back. Because the farthest they could have gotten is to throw some stuff, pass through one of these gates or throw some stuff through one of these gates. So if there's a fourth shooter went through one of these gates, then we lock them all, and then they're not our problem anymore, at least for now. Then we go back. We get some dynamite or just a small explosive charge. I set it up over here on a timer. We put it near the landmine. We leave completely out of the gate. We blow it up. Hopefully it doesn't destroy all the gates. Then we come back and see what the results are. That's the only safe way we're going to get rid of that mine.
I agree with you.
Okay, so you're gonna go back to 49 World, talk to the British, get an explosive device,
Yep.
then come back here, throw the dynamite, and
Not
do
throw the
portal.
dynamite. No, I'm going
timer, blow the thing up from a
to use it-
distance.
Yes. From
Okay.
off of the gate, away from that platform.
Okay, so I'll tell you what, we're gonna make all that happen. It's 8:30, so we're gonna take our break, and we'll be back in 5 minutes, and all that's gonna happen over the break. So that'll work out well.
Sounds great.
Yay.
We'll see you all back
Okay.
in 5 minutes. second. Let me check. Okay. All right. We're back. I'm just trying to check one thing, but apparently we're back right now. So. Okay. Luck roll is a save your ass roll. All right. So, when that's left the group, they were going to run back to the UK in 1949 and get some equipment to take care of the IED. Sure enough, you guys go back to them. They offer you a couple of sticks of explosive and a timer, which is not what you're used to, but it works. And you take it back. Now, I'm just curious, how are you going to place this? How close are you going to place this?
I do not. I'm. So Chewie's observation is that any explosive that he sets off is going to cause a secondary explosion on the gate.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to set it off as close as I can reasonably get, but I'm not going to worry about getting it right on top of it.
TNT's a pretty explosion with 3 sticks, so you should be fine. I'm just curious where you're placing it.
I think that if I stay, like, how far is the mine up the ramp?
It is right in between the gate and the actual platform.
Okay.
So it's right in the center.
And is there room on, because the gates are wide? Can I just set it like to the side of the?
It's the gate. The gates themselves are 50 feet from end to end, from side to side. So
Mhm.
the platform is about the same width, a little shorter than that.
I mean, we're pretty confident this isn't a proximity mine. It's just a movement type of.
Yeah, you aren't sure, but you've made an assessment that you think it's an IED and that it will go off if you go over it
Yeah.
or vibrate it really close
Or
to it.
touch it, right?
Or
So I don't want to touch
yeah.
it. I'm gonna put the explosive as close as I can without touching it and without risking touching it.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'm gonna put it on a 5-minute timer.
Okay.
And then we were all going to exit the gate and go back to England land.
Okay. You just go back through the portal onto the pathway.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. You can do that. You're gonna wait for 5 minutes.
We're gonna wait for 10 minutes.
Wait for 10 minutes. Okay.
We never know.
Because if it's just concussive blasts going on over and over
could be
again.
a little time dilation for all we know.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go back through the gate.
Okay, you go back through. There's a bit of a smoky stain where the dynamite went off.
Okay.
But it's spread out in a formation away from the portal.
Okay.
Assuming the concussive blast from the portal, probably.
Uh-huh. Did the mine go off?
The mine went off, yes.
Okay. Sweep the whole area for debris.
No longer there. It's gone.
Okay.
It is obliterated, just no pieces of it.
Okay. No shrapnel at all left from anything? Because I don't want to drive through here and lose a tire to a bit of bomb.
There is nothing there.
All right.
Whatever it was is gone. And are you guys gonna head home? Or what's the plan now?
I know we also wanted to get help flipping over the truck. I guess.
Let's see.
I don't know if we had a chance to do that while we were waiting for them to get dynamite.
Okay, I'm sorry. And it's gonna take a couple hours to get the dynamite. Did anyone else want to do anything while you're doing that? I should have asked.
If we've got a couple hours, I'm willing to try rigging up the truck and seeing if we can use the winch on the Humvee to pull it back over.
Before anything, can somebody do first aid on Chewie? Just
I can do that.
because nobody's really sort of tended to his wound yet.
Oh yeah.
So make me a first aid roll.
First aid. Let me find it because it takes me forever to find things on this list.
It's in the top center column.
First aid's under mental. Yours is 60.
$93.
Do you want to spend 5 points to re-roll that, or do you want to spend 6 points to make an automatic success?
I don't think I have any PowerPoints left.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go. So, nope. I mean, it's not a critical failure, thankfully. But
We're only rolling super high or super low today.
the plastic in all the things that have gone on since this, the piece of plastic that's in there is broken off, and you can't get it out.
We need forceps or little alligator grabbers. I got some vet wrap and a tin of bag bomb though. That will help too.
Yeah,
I just slap some bag bomb on it and wrap it up in vet wrap.
well, as you're going through the truck, you notice one of the medical kits is gone. You got two of those big, massive kits, and you can find one, but you can't find the other.
I think also Lola is probably busy doing a better inventory of what we have during this, couple of hours.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, like I said, the other thing I marked off is missing. The second medical kit is gone, and that's about it. The truck's a wrecked mess, and once you flip it back over, it might be easier to inventory things. But yeah, it looks like pretty much they didn't whatever they took wasn't a lot. You're pretty sure it looks like if your food wasn't destroyed in the explosion, a lot of it's missing. Memories are all gone. Beef jerky's gone. All your chapstick is gone. Sunglasses are melted.
All right, so when we get back, we want lock boxes.
Or, maybe we shouldn't leave a truck full of explosives out where anyone can get it.
Well, what I'm saying is we put all the explosives in lock boxes, keys, so that people can't get in their truck and take our stuff. Maybe put an alarm on the truck.
Which you can hear through the portals, right?
Well, yeah.
Hey, to be fair, you had no idea people would show up and try and steal your stuff.
Yeah, we assumed that
Rude.
that there weren't other people
Rude.
out here. Turns out there are. Oh yeah, speaking of lock boxes, does the headband show up?
Yeah, you eventually find the headband box. Yeah. It's a locked box. If they'd have taken it, they wouldn't know what's in it. They wouldn't have. It's like, oh, and then no bother. Oh, big medical kit. We'll take that.
All right, we have the incredibly dangerous psychic weapon still.
But no thermite.
No rocket launchers. Chewie is very sad.
Took a lot to get
Okay, so you want to try to use the winch on the Humvee to try and flip the truck over.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you really can't use a block and tackle. It's nothing to hang it from the ceiling with. There's no ceiling.
There is no ceiling.
There is no ceiling.
It's like that
Well, I was
episode of
thinking
Fresh
about getting
Prince.
a tall tripod to put a block and tackle on and use that as the focal point. And with the direct push down from the block on the tripod, it should keep it in place better. And then we just use the winch to pull.
Okay, this sounds like a complex thing. Who's going to lead this? I mean, I'm assuming that it's going to be Chewie and Erica working on this. Is Cassidy working on this too?
Yeah, I can do some physics.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
I'll
right.
help pull. I'm not strong though.
I mean, I have all of the skills necessary to assemble and all of the tools, unless the explosion blew up my toolbox and my welding equipment.
Now your toolbox and welding equipment are a big old mess.
Yeah.
But
I have all the tools, including the material. We specifically brought metal stock. Anything else we can probably get from the English, and set up whatever we need to hoist this thing over.
oh, that's right. You got repair mechanical
Uh huh.
and fine manipulation and heavy machines. So
Yep.
Yep. If people support you on this, and let me take a look at Eric's sheet.
I have a mechanical as well, I believe. I have some kind of engineering.
Yeah, repair mechanical as well. Yeah, I have 44%. So, yeah, you can add 20% to 10% to Chewy's roll and Cassidy. Let's see. Yeah, heavy machine, but no repair. So I'll let you add 5%. So plus 15% to Chewy's roll. So repair mechanical of 81. But I'm going to assess a 20% penalty for trying to do this on the portal with the not so stable ground there.
Mm-hmm.
Fair point.
Okay.
So your repair technically is going to be a 76.
All right. I rolled a 1.
All right. Well, best time to roll that, I guess. Can't argue with that, my friend. Okay, so
I am hot
you get it.
today.
You get it right the first time, and the truck is right back as rain. And in fact, you don't damage the truck when you flip it back over. The wheels are still working just fine.
All the stuff fell back into its boxes.
Not as good as that because it's just not possible. But the truck isn't damaged.
Oh, good. Oh, my little gordito.
So with
Oh,
all the work the four of you did, truck is right back over, no problem.
Groovy.
So hooray! There's that. At least there's a small victory for today outside of a headshot.
I think we should just head back to home base at this point.
Yes.
Did we shut down the portals in that other portal chamber?
so
Like
I,
Chewie asked?
I'm going to say we shut down every portal on -1, prime and alternate, except the one that goes back to England. We'll leave that one open for Reginald so he feels good that he can walk his ass back if he wanted to.
That's fine with me.
Groovy.
Okay.
With that too?
We'll also show you how to lock them up yourself.
I don't have a key.
I don't know if I trust Reginald enough yet to have a key.
Yeah, not yet.
Seeing as that both the keys are in my sports bra right now.
I was going to ask if you want me to stay and explore these other alternates with Gerald while you go back home for more supplies. I mean, I'm not afraid to do that. You've already explored a couple of them.
But
buddy system. We've established buddy system. We don't
That's why Gerald's agreed to stay here. We've been talking.
Oh, I'm glad you're getting to know each other.
Wait. Gerald's been talking to you?
Look, Gerald says, I talked to all of us.
You didn't talk to me until I learned how to speak cat.
Yeah, but you were a jerk.
When was I ever
now
a jerk?
You've gotten better, but you still were a jerk.
When have I ever been a jerk? I gave you fish from the MREs. I tried my best to make friends with you, Gato. You're my friend. And you wouldn't talk to me until after I learned how to speak cat.
He doesn't answer, just swishes his tail and stares at you.
You wound me. You wound me so bad.
You would never last as a cat, Chewie.
That's why I'm not a cat. I am a human being. We should all go back. We should take Reginald with us so he can meet the crew and see what it's like out there. And I'm tired. It's been a long day. We got a long drive to get back. Let's just all get in the truck. Go home.
It's 150 miles back to base.
It's gonna take like 3-4 hours. This truck only does like 35.
And the Humvee, you're gonna tow that, or you're gonna drive it separately?
Yeah, you tow the Humvee.
Yeah, so you're only going 35 miles an hour tops.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's just trudge back.
And the truck does not look nice. It's pretty messed up from its fall. Those things aren't meant to fall over.
Yep.
I'm sure Chewie knows a guy though.
Oh, I know a whole bunch of guys. I take this to my cousin Pedro. He will paint flames all over it.
Oh, good. Then it'll go faster.
It will put some airbags and slam it down to the ground, and then like put a gold leaf on the back window, and like a little fuzzy teddy bear in the back with light up eyes. It'd be really great.
Yeah, but definitely the flame stickers because then it'll go faster.
Well, if it's red, it will definitely go fast.
It's gotta be painted
That
red,
too.
yeah.
We need to paint it red and put flames on it.
Yeah, someone point out in the chat.
Also,
Crushed mirrors covered in dust and soot.
it needs a little Moon Industry sticker because that'll also make it go faster.
And you guys should look at the chat. There's all kinds of questions they're asking that you guys probably should be asking. Yes, about
I mean, we know
procedures.
there
Those
gotta
are
be,
good.
or the thermites floating in space, or there's two completely different parties that raided our van.
Have you
I
guys
mean,
decided to
these
look
are
for
good
that guy? You
questions.
don't know how far he was going or how fast he was going.
Yeah.
Have you tried
He's
looking for
gone.
that guy with binoculars?
He's gone forever.
Okay, I'm just checking.
No, we haven't tried looking for him, I don't think. But I think we've acknowledged he's probably gone forever.
Sucks to be him.
That's what he gets for being weird and scaly.
Yeah.
I like that character too.
Was
Oh,
he an
well, you
alien?
shouldn't have let us shoot him. You shouldn't have let us push him off the
Hmm?
cliff.
Yeah, they started shooting first.
Oh, I
Okay,
didn't
man.
think Chewie was going to do that. So
This was a specifically deadly episode so far, and the dice rolled where they went.
that's okay. That's how it goes.
Yeah, but I feel like going back to Earth sounds good. I mean, these are very smart questions, but I feel like our characters are just, we're ready to go back home.
Well, look, I got a bunch of
Recuperate.
questions too. We haven't found all of our stolen equipment. Where did that go? We don't know. But honestly,
I
we're
don't
kind of yep.
I
And
don't know where to start looking for that answer either.
And like,
I
we
mean-
don't have food, we don't have good medical supplies. I think we should restock and then we can go out.
Mhm.
and not to be a dick or anything, but we did just murder 3 people. I think we need a minute.
Yeah, that's what Chewie feels. Chewie is going to do something he has not done in a very long time when he gets back.
Because I'm feeling that I'm a little traumatized by that because you're trained to do this stuff, but when you actually go ahead and kill somebody, especially somewhat unintentionally, that's kind of messing up with Eric's head right now.
Yeah, well, Cassidy and even Lola have seen dead bodies. They haven't shot anybody, blown their head off. That's what Eric's going through can't be pretty.
You know that he's been very quiet and closed off this entire time. He's been helping get the stuff done. He's sort of focused on it, but you can tell he's just trying to distract himself with it because he's not well.
Okay, so the goal is for you guys to pack up and go home. Everything you've got, so the Humvee, go back to Hatsumi base.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Really, we should paint the truck purple so it's invisible.
Sure.
Yes, I agree with Betty. It was only a little bit of murder, but still it was murder. Sometimes one murder is a little bit, it's plenty.
Yeah, one murder is a lot.
One murder is enough
Like
for
two
some
two
people.
murders, it's weird that it happened twice.
Even in self-defense, it's just one of those things. I mean, I'm sure Chewie's going to see that girl forever, and that poor guy.
Yeah.
Out into space where there's no air. You guys all think about that for a while. So you pack
Yeah.
everything up and you make the long drive back to Hatsumi base, getting longer and longer each time. So
Who wants to play some cribbage?
Ooh, I'll crib.
Gee, I know I have cribbage. I know how to
Awesome.
play
Let's do it.
cribbage and canasta. Also gin.
52, 15, 2, 15, 4, two pairs for 8, and a run of 3, 4, 11. So your move.
Now, in real life, I haven't played cribbage in a really long time, and I know how to play, but I haven't played in so long that I no longer know how to play. But
Well, back in my old game store, we would actually have cribbage tournaments.
Ooh.
It was one of the old style games that and spades that we would play all the time.
my grandpa played cribbage. That's how I learned that.
Well,
But
my buddy Mike's parents played cribbage, and dude, when we ended up playing it, I played against his parents. They were cutthroat, man. They literally just chopped me up and fed me to cats, dude. It was horrible. And I
and
thought I
then
was good, but they just beat the living crap
and
out
then
of me.
if you miss points, they get to steal them.
Yeah, and then they mug points off of me all the time. And I'm like, oh,
That's why I like playing on the computer because it does all the points for me.
well, trust me, it made me a better player, though. So
So you guys get back to the main portal. You see Comrade's got pretty much a nice defensive wall built around the main Hatsumi gate. So you can't just pull anything, you can't just slam anything through it at high speeds,
Okay.
That's
Okay.
was
good.
his concern. But you can pull the main vehicle in, but it's going to take some work to get into the Hatsumi portal and probably some out, but you're not worried about it. You have time. So he's there.
Knock, knock, knock. Let me in.
Yeah. So Conrad, have you seen anybody come this way that wasn't us? Like maybe a guy on a motorcycle or anything like that?
What?
We encountered some guys on motorcycles, and they set off some bombs. And bombs are really bad. We found out. Don't set a bomb off next to the gate because the gate will explode back and fuck everything up. It was pretty bad. Knocked over a truck. But you should make sure that you're armed and that you've got guns here on the track. And if anybody other than us comes, you should be prepared to like mow them down. Because obviously there are people out there that are not us, and they seem to be bad guys.
We need to give him a turret.
He
How-
looks. You look behind him. He's pointing his thumb back to an M60 on a turret.
There, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, Conrad, you're already way ahead of me.
I
Way to
had
go,
a
buddy.
feeling. I had a feeling that just a bit of defense would be a good idea, and it can swing and hit the other portal just in case those idiots figure out a way to turn it on.
All right.
Okay. We also have a new friend. Lola points out Reginald. He's with us. He's our new exchange student.
He's
Okay,
from
well,
1949 UK.
oh, interesting. Well, we'll have to run him through security like we did with Gerald. Hi, Gerald. Everyone waves
How's
to cats.
Pythia doing?
She's still working in. She went to Greece to do a lot of work there. I haven't talked to her since she left, and that was only a few days ago.
Shh, it's been months.
It feels like months to you, it's been days to them. So you go ahead. I don't know if we have a spare truck. We can try and fix this. I'm sure the mechanics can help fix this, but we don't have a spare truck.
We're gonna need some time off and some resupplies.
We had to do a murder or two.
and we need to report for debrief as well.
All right, well, we can do that. Go on through. I'm sure the lieutenant would be happy to talk to you. And I know the general's on site, so I bet he can be a part of that debrief.
Here comes a general.
Okay, so you guys head on through. We'll just be quick about this. Lieutenant takes you out to back into debrief. General Zabragnev is there. He's curious to hear what you have to say, so let's do a short debrief. Everyone get a chance to speak a little about what they want to speak about. Fair?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
So
great.
let's start with Cassidy.
So we went. I can't remember all the things that we did. We
That's
went to 1949 UK. I say evil because America is evil in that scenario. It's Mirror Universe 1949. And we found an observatory run by a university. But behold, there was actually a MI6 secret laboratory underneath, and they have magnetic card locks in 1949.
Okay, that's very interesting. We're
And someone also shot at us there, so we shot back at them.
okay. Um,
So we did that murder too. We've done a fair number of murders.
Eric, would you please continue with what you have to say?
Okay. The security situation of this endeavor has drastically changed in that we have discovered other individuals who have been traveling through these portals. When we met up with them, they said when we first saw them, they set up an explosive that caused severe damage to the truck and injury to Chewie. The rest of us managed to get back through the portal before the main blast. It appears that if some kind of explosion or perhaps any kind of major threat is set off next to the portals blast back. I don't know whether they absorb the energy and rechannel it or just simply blast back as some kind of reactive armor. I don't know, but it's definitely a protective system that they have. So violence near the portals may be something that we would discourage. Uh, Following those individuals and through the portal that they went through, thinking that after they had looted some of our equipment, figuring that they might be returning to home base, we decided to pursue immediately. Once we discovered 3 individuals by portal blah, I give them the number, that had set up some kind of mine by the entrance of portal blah. We managed to circumvent that, and Chewie engaged them with extreme prejudice with the Humvee.
Okay.
Um,
We'll stop there so everyone gets a chance to talk about it. All right. I'm gonna go to Lola for the next one.
Yeah, and it seems like these people are they're maybe from a future Earth, like 2020. So they're dressed in black fatigues. They were which was they were kind of tattered. We're not sure if
Well, we brought the
you know,
bodies back.
maybe they
So.
didn't. Yeah, we have the bodies back there. They had dirt bikes, so they've been on the move through the fringe paths. They also stole a bunch of our stuff. There's some rocket launchers unaccounted for. There's thermite C4. Probably there's another person who was holding onto the rocket launchers, so that's floating around in on the fringe paths. Also,
Okay.
one of them had gray scales, so these are like actual aliens.
Gray scales. Okay. As much as I am afraid to ask the question, but need to ask the question, okay, Chewie, hit us with it.
All right. So like I totally ran over that guy, and yeah, he's dead now. Yeah. Is there a chaplain at this base?
Yes, of course.
Uh, I'm gonna go talk to the chaplain.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add to the debrief?
Yeah, my arm got hurt too.
Well, we can get that look through. Anything else that we need to tell us?
well, we also
So
discovered this light green colored crystal.
Oh yeah,
Can
we
you
found
say from the
another
movies,
key.
please?
We found another key. It's light green.
Oh, did
I see.
did we tell him about the
Good.
thing we found underneath the truck with the?
Yeah,
Oh, you didn't tell him about it.
yeah.
Well, that was the same. God, so much happens in a day.
Oh yeah, the truck monster.
I think we ran over some not like person alien, just like weird goo monster. Maybe turned
Yeah.
to goo.
Here, it's in a
Cassidy has it.
bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can
Put it
have
in a
fun with
bag for
that.
you. I labeled it. Put the collection date on it. Science.
Okay, we'll have someone put that in quarantine. Eric?
Good. Oh yeah, the light green crystal, different color. Also, we shut down portals in that section, and basically the only ones we left it between the 2 sections we interacted with was the one leading to Reginald's home in the portal to 40s Britain. because frankly we were spooked the hell out of finding other people in the portal network. Um, but to be honest, this was a particularly trying and uh, disturbing trip. And I, I believe we're a little traumatized by the level of deadly conflict that we experienced. Um, and uh, we the only other thing that I'd like to add is that we possibly made allies with uh, what looks like a democratic and somewhat positive culture in that dimension in Europe, particularly in Britain.
Oh, we promised to send them something. I forget what, some
A
technologies.
jet engine.
But
We
they
need
are
a jet
currently.
engine.
But I have a lot of notes on the situation and things that I've gleaned from their libraries and histories, and I basically pull out a bunch of notes and paper that you can review at your leisure.
All right, all right. This is good. I tell you what. Um, I understand you've been through a lot, and yes, you may speak to the chaplain. That would be a good idea. If you need to take time with the counselor, we can make that happen. I don't see a problem with that.
Oh yeah, and also give them the lava rock.
The lava thing, yes.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
my burrito.
the lava burrito.
This is my lava burrito. It's supposed to be ready in 45 days. 44 days now.
Is it still hot?
What does that mean? What is this? It's and mind you, in your hands, it's warm still. Hasn't lost any of its warmth.
It was generated by some form of machine in a volcanic planet. Looked like some kind of research outpost set there, and
Yeah.
the machine seemed to draw something from the exterior and then produce that which oddly stays warm regardless of the amount of time.
It's a lava poop.
But we'd like to enter that for analysis as well.
Of
And
course, of course.
The station said that their analysis would be done in 45 days, which I believe is actually 43 or 40, 44 or 43 days now.
I see. Okay, all right. We can have some scientists go over that. It may take some. Excuse me. May take some time, but for now, we'll get some rest. We'll have your arm looked at, Chewy, and we can work about resupplying in a couple days. But I think it's important you get back out there. It's very important that you do. We still haven't found any more Fringeworthy in the past few days, so we need. It's going to take time. We're really relying on you. We appreciate what you're doing.
Look, we brought back Reginald. I think we need at least a couple of days before we're ready to go back out.
Of course, of course.
We
I'd
have a
say I'd
shopping
say
list.
I'd say 4 days would be fine, and then we have to get you back out there soon, because if there are insurgents out there or people who like to steal, or I don't know what you'd call that,
Thieves?
pirates could be a good word.
Pirates?
or there, it could be an infinite amount of things. It could
But
very easily be people from the alien invasion planet looking for some resources to fight.
it could be
Look,
anything.
this was extremely regrettable, but we were under fire,
Yeah.
and this did not. I think we would have benefited better with talking to them. Uh,
Sir,
but
no one is telling you what you did was wrong. A soldier under fire has to make a quick decision, and you had to save your life. These people were a threat. Threats need to be dealt with.
you'll have to excuse me, sir, but this was my first time taking a life face to face. And
It's understood. It never changes. So, get your rest. See your counselors. Get some good food in you. That always helps me.
Can we have tater tot hot dish?
they don't
I'm
have any
sure.
of that in
I'm
Antarctica.
sure the chef can make you whatever you need. He does make a very good breakfast burrito. I do enjoy that.
How about pizza tot dish?
You can ask him. I don't know. With that, we're gonna debrief. So what I'd like you guys to do at this point, I'd like you all to make me sanity rolls. You've been through a lot the
Sanity.
past day,
Mhm.
so your sanity score is at the top of your sheet. Right under your stats, so it goes damage modifier, experience bonus, hit
65.
points.
We're rolling under.
Want to roll under that?
Oh, I think my sanity is actually 59, and it hasn't been changed on here.
Hey, I made it. I'm pretty good at being sane.
I rolled a
Oh.
10.
Yeah, I missed
Eric,
it.
you're at minus 20% to that. 'Cause you're taking this really hard.
My sanity is 65, and I rolled a 75.
Okay, so you're gonna roll a d6, and you're reduce your sanity score by that. I'll mark it on your character sheet next to the sanity score. When you know your sanity maximum, we're gonna create a temporary sanity next to that.
I rolled a 2 on the 6-sided die.
Okay, your sanity is now a 63.
I mean, at least I got a pretty good. I got a high sanity to begin with, so I'm not too
All right,
worried.
Jim, how'd you do?
Jim, you're muted again.
I rolled me a 34.
Okay, you're good so far. So you're not gonna lose any sanity. Wait, 20%. Hold on, you were
20%.
sanity 50,
That'd
so
be a
you
50.
you failed.
Okay.
All right, so roll me 2d6.
Oh, I keep forgetting it's a stupid question.
Question mark d6 2. Stupid system. Not anyone's fault. It's just annoying sometimes.
Well, it's the fault of whoever made it.
So I lose 5 points.
Okay, your sanity is now 45.
Great.
Okay, I believe.
But no, that makes total sense. He'd be losing sand on this.
Yeah, you're definitely sanity on this.
By the 10th time we've straight up murdered some people, then we won't lose sanity for it. But these first times, yeah.
Okay. At this point, for the next week, you're going to be a little nervous about shooting anything or anybody. It's
Totally
just
fine. That's the way I was going to play it either way. So that's
it's a
good.
piece of temporary insanity.
Okay.
Second. Marked on your sheet. All right, good to go. So, over the next 4 days, you guys will get plenty fed. If you want to make equipment suggestions, I want you to write them into Discord chat.
All right.
Okay. I have a list we
Yeah.
started somewhere.
I have a short list here.
Just paste it into the Discord chat, and we'll get back to that. All right. Is there anything in specific outside of equipment that you guys want to do while you're back at base?
Chewie goes to confessional for the first time in his adult life.
The chaplain is happy to hear that for you. Not happy, everybody's happy to do that for you. I figured Chewie would also call his mom.
Yeah, and he called his mom too.
Anybody else have anything they want to do?
Can I read some first aid books? Or
Sure. I mean,
medical books? Anatomy.
you can, when you
I
when you
feel like
spend
I've
more
become the
experience.
de facto first aid now, and I should probably train some more.
Well, when you experience points, you can spend that.
I practice putting splint. I've got Gerald in splints on his leg. Practice putting splints on him,
No,
and
no, he is not going to be humiliated like that.
I think Lola would volunteer to. I think she
Lola's
wants to
walking around with her arms like
help out.
this and two splints, and I've
I
got a
think
bandage wrapped around her head.
like I think similarly, I think seeing, that Chewie and Eric are, are so nervous. I think Lola is going to go down to the shooting range. I think she wants to be able to make sure. One, she had her gun jam on her, and two, I think she wants to be able to do what needs to be done if her teammates are going to have trouble with it.
All
Which
right.
will end up being her next XP spend. But I think that's just in fiction what she's doing.
I feel like Lola and Cassidy are working together, so Lola's letting Cassidy practice first aid on her, and Cassidy's like, "No, do this," while they're at the
Mhm.
gun range.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. Okay. They're going to spend 4 days doing all that. And I'm assuming you guys paste all the stuff in the chat. Oh, okay. I see Bob's. And
Oh, let me type
Chloe with
mine
her
in real quick.
Chloe with her Pantone reference sheet. Nice.
Oh,
Hmm?
God damn it. I just closed my sheet.
I'm assuming you want to replace the plastic explosives and thermite.
Yeah, we'll want to
Yeah.
replace most of the stuff that's on the list.
Okay, so you want me to just you want me to unmark those on the main
Mhm.
equipment sheet? Okay, everything looks about
We
right.
we don't need a replacement for the 4 meter inflatable Royal British Navy watercraft, but the rest of the things that are on the list we should probably replace.
Harpoon gun.
Do we have
Nice.
do we have fishing gear?
Nope.
Adding it to the list.
Yeah, a few sticks of dynamite. There you got fishing gear.
I'd like to buy some waterproof dynamite, please. Where are you going fishing?
More thinking that fishing, like things like fishing line and lead weights, are actually useful in a lot of non-fishing times.
Scenarios. Yeah.
We'll
Scenarios,
need
that's the word.
we'll need replacements for the MREs, of course, but we'll also need more fresh food. And what we could really use is some straight up cans of tuna or salmon, but tuna
Cat
would be
food.
better for Gerald. I'm not going to feed Gerald cat food. Gerald is my
Yeah,
friend.
but cats aren't supposed to eat just fish.
Normal American cats may eat cat food, but cat food is gross. Have you ever smelled it? It's nasty.
What is this shit?
Gerald is my friend. He will eat real food. And if they should not eat nothing but fish, then I will go to the library and I will learn about cats because Gerald is Chewie's friend and he wants to make sure that Gerald is eating healthy. So he'll find out what else real food wise cats should be eating. Maybe he will make a call to a veterinarian. Find out what raw food diet real cats should be eating. Because he can't keep eating our MREs.
Well, you can eat all the tuna ones, as long as he saves the chili mac for me.
Great. So, all right then, MREs, canned food, some fresh vegetables. You have cooking utensils already, so you can turn food. Fantastic. All right. If you guys think of anything else, just you can add it in the meantime for next game.
Just during these 4 days, hardly anybody sees Eric. He's just sort of like sequestered himself with a bunch of books.
Chewie spends all his time working on the truck.
Oh, I think also I might want to get. I don't know if it works this way. I was going to say megaphone, but then there are problems with the electricity. So maybe just like a big cone to shout into to amplify your voice. I don't know how effective that is, though.
You can get rechargeable batteries. It's just not going to really work on the platform.
That's fine. Just ways to communicate at people for, in a situation like that at a distance.
Sure, you can have that totally. Just remember that it's not going to work. It's not going to work going through the gate. You have to recharge it when you get recharge the batteries when you get through a portal. So that's the only downside. Okay,
Actually, I
make
think also some, what are they called? What are the flags that you use to communicate at?
semaphore.
Semaphore?
Like, yeah, semaphore flags.
Do you know semaphore?
I learned that in Girl Scouts.
I do.
I'm sure that our military folks are going to know it. So
I don't know it, but I'll learn on the way. At the very least, maybe we need some ways to communicate at these bigger distances when things are getting tense.
okay. All right. So think about anything else you want to add to that list over the next time between games. That way we can keep moving forward before we run out of time. Okay. So at the end of the 4 days, you guys are all resupplied. The truck is semi-fixed. Um, they banged out the bullet dents in the Humvee, and you're ready to go. Reginald's offered to stay here because this is technology that's amazing to him, and he wants to learn more before he goes out again. So he may go out with another team while you guys are gone, if that's possible. So he thanks you guys for bringing him here, and he hopes to see you again soon. Just tells you to be safe out there, please.
Only Gerald wants to be our friend, nobody else.
I can only play so many NPCs, guys.
Got to drop the, you got to drop the NPCs off back at camp. You can only have 4 people plus 1 pet in a party.
Yeah, you can have an NPC, but only for a limited amount of time. I can only do so many voices. Okay, and we'll see you guys. Let you guys have an opinion. You guys, you're welcome to go. Welcome to leave and go back out. So, getting back out onto the primary platform for you guys, Zero. What do you want to do? Do you want to go back to -1?
I think we got to.
I actually want to pause a little bit. Like, what's the mood as we go out again after everything that's happened?
Fair enough. Good point.
Is it
Oh, question. Is there a pylon on our side of the gate in Antarctica?
Yeah, there is.
Can we play with that key at that gate?
They don't want you to.
Oh,
Conrad doesn't want you to. He's technically your superior.
God damn
It's
it, Conrad.
it's defended, and we have keys here.
Well, no, the pylon is on the gate on the platform side, not on the Antarctica side, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Because I want to find out what this key can do while we know we're minimal danger.
Well, there's
You can
there's
use
seven
one
other
of the.
there's 7 other gates you can play with. You just don't play with the Antarctica one.
You go play the
Which
Canada gate.
Okay, we'll go play with I want to play with that on the Canada gate and see if it lets me do anything different than the green one that we already have.
It can't let you try and fiddle with it. It doesn't let you lock portals. It lets you only turn the warp on and off.
So
Okay.
this color wasn't included in the list that we found earlier.
No, I don't believe. I think it said just green.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is a
Pale
different
green.
kind of green.
It's like lime green.
Hmm.
The other one's a dark green, like forest green.
Assuming that they don't take it away from me and not let me play with it.
No, they haven't taken away from you.
Okay.
maybe the big color is the general category and the shade of color indicates something about different permissions or how good it is in that category?
We shall find out when we find more colors.
Anyway, I have my Pantone reference book, so I will, make some
So,
notes on the different shades.
Yeah, you've
I,
seen 3 shades. You've seen orange, and you've seen dark green. Now you have a lime green. And they took the orange back from you. You have the dark green, now this light green key. Is Cassidy to carry both keys?
I don't know. I've been responsible for them this far. Doesn't mean I have to be though.
So okay, so in that, if this key doesn't do much other than turn gates on and off.
It turns the warp on and off. It doesn't turn the
Oh,
gate on and
okay, it
off.
turns the warp on and off. Um, Somebody else should hold on to it, and we should just exclusively use this key for um, for determining if somebody is a fringe worthy. Because
The
if we
light green
the light
one.
green one, because then if we lose this key or if it's stolen or whatever, like you keep the good key in your sports bra and don't let anybody know that you've got it unless we absolutely need it. We use this key whenever we want to check and see if somebody's fringe worthy. Then if it's stolen or whatever, like the worst they can do is turn the warp on and off, right? Like they're not going to lock us out any place. They're not going to be able to unlock any of our gates. Like, yeah.
That sounds like a reasonable
Yeah,
plan.
that makes sense.
This one goes in my pocket.
Okay, so you get the lime green one in your pocket. You put you hide the dark green one. No problem. So you're gonna carry both. Okay.
Yeah. So don't let me die.
I was gonna say that makes
Don't let me get don't let me get shot off into space.
that concentrates everything into one person. So just remember that.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. Like somebody else should hold the green one.
Yeah, that's dumb. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think Chewie should hold one since Chewie's the driver.
I
I
also
agree.
actually have a high manipulation skill, so I am less likely to flub it if we try to secretly detect somebody.
For the record, I actually have a decent stealth, but I rolled like a 97 when I did that one roll.
All right.
Our rolls in
But
this game just overall are very on and
yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I hate percentile systems because they're so swingy.
Chew, you want the important one or the less
The
important one?
less important one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chew gets the light green one.
The light green one.
All right,
Perfect.
make a note of that. Okay. So and fair enough. Chloe asked a question about the general mood before leaving.
Yeah,
Chewie,
I think
Chewie is not nearly
Lola.
as excited as he was. I mean,
Taciturn but determined.
he killed 3 people. And admittedly, they were all self-defense. But still, this all became very real all of a sudden for Chewie.
Yeah, I think Lola probably less. I don't know that she's less excited. I think she still is thinks that this is like a really exciting thing that we are doing, but she is also I think she is also more prepared. Again, she's not military, so I think there's more of this sense of oh, all right, get into a new place, we need to look around, like make sure I know where my weapon is at all times. I think there's just this extra, just this extra sense of that, like this is still exciting, but it is a dangerous place.
Um,
Um,
Cassidy's more just trying to put together what the next step should be, where would be the smartest place to look first. Um, Bodies bother her, but they don't bother her as much as they would have 10 years ago before being deployed. Um, because that's kind of what she did was move bodies. So, yeah. She wants to know who hates us.
All right, Jim. What's Eric thinking?
Eric really doesn't talk unless he's spoken to. Um, uh, he looks grim, but there's a sense of determination about it. Um, and he everything he does and says is all about yep, let's do it, let's get it done type of thing. But he really doesn't. He doesn't look like he's expressing any kind of positive emotion, really. You can tell that what he's trying to do is basically deaden himself to everything. You can tell that he's just going on pure reason and logic and trying to lock out all of the emotional input.
He's more of a business mode than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Leslie, just make me an insight roll at a plus 20.
Above a 20?
No, plus 20 to your
Oh,
stat.
okay. 44.
Okay, that should nail it for you, right?
I accidentally closed my window because I'm a smart person.
Insight. Oh, your insight's at 10. So at 30, 44 doesn't make it. In fact, everyone else is doing an insight roll as well. Or actually, not insight. How about idea? That makes more sense. So you would have succeeded in an idea, but everyone make me an idea
Okay.
roll. That's fine.
I got
I
my
rolled a
sheet pulled back up.
9.
9.
28. That succeeds.
That's a 60 for me.
Your idea roll is the 70. So everyone kind of thinks the same way. So I'm gonna recap some things you guys might want to think about. Let's see. For the alternate portal on a -1, you really explored telepathic cat island. It was not much very big. It was about about a half mile in circumference. There was nothing there. Europe was abandoned there. The portal-based volcanic world, you've seen all of that. The warehouse you've completely explored. The alien invasion may be incredibly dangerous. You're not sure, but the weird 1940s vibe with 1960s vibe with steampunk stuff plus an alien invasion. That could be relatively dangerous. The gold mine, you guys haven't explored anything outside of the cave, but you know what goes outside. And the massive amounts of gold and quartz in there, you really haven't messed with it. And you also know there's some alien equipment in there. And you know the Minoan world is closed off, and there are 2 portals you haven't even touched yet.
All right. So the way I see it, we got a couple of choices here. We earlier committed that we were going to go find team 3, and that all means going back to 49 World. And we've got a good entrance there with the guys in England, right? Like they'll help us out. So we could go there. We could go back to looking for Team 3, but we also just got attacked, and we have reason to believe that there might be a fourth or maybe even more than 4 guy that was with them, right? Uh, and um, and so like it's possible that they could have gone through one of these gates and stashed our stuff, or hiding out over there, or any of those things. So we could also go back and check out all the existing gates that weren't locked before we got here, and look for these more guys. But I don't know which is more important. I kind of don't like the idea that there's these guys out there that are looking for us. So what do you guys want to do?
Question that I didn't think about until now. Looking at the uniforms of the people on the platform, did they match the uniform of the person that shot at us in the UK?
No, they do not. Good
Okay.
question.
Oh, that was the other thing that Chewie wanted to do while we were waiting for resupplies is examine the motorcycles that we brought back and determine if they were of of I want to say terrestrial origin, of prime Earth origin, or if they are from someplace else.
Um, I'm going to give you the extra. You'll have 4 days to go over it.
Okay.
So they look probably mid 1980s design.
All right. Do they have like logos that I recognize?
No,
They
there are
like
names in them you don't recognize.
they're not Kawasaki's?
They're not from your world. At least not that you know of.
All right. And well, oh, we don't know that. We don't know where that weird gun is from, do we?
Nope.
Okay, as I say, I should look to see if they're Indian motorcycles, but I have no reason to think that they are Indian in origin. So, hmm.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
we
they
should.
could be Indians, but that would be in a completely different bike.
But then they would have Indian logos on them,
Yeah.
and Indian never made a
Dirt bike.
motorcycle.
Yeah, I know.
But they could be an alternate world where Indian took
Indian
off,
did make dirt
and
bikes
Indian is the dominant motorcycle company in the United States, and
instead of.
all of the boomers ride them instead of gold wings.
Hey, no, that's how this kind of thing works. So it could be that simple.
Could be.
All right. So what's the plan?
Should we check out the two portals we haven't checked out yet? I don't know where to start. I really don't know where to
So
start looking.
I think we should do recon on -2. Even if we don't find the person, we should know what's out there. And also, check them out, then lock the gates behind us when we leave.
was the portal where I shot the guy a new portal?
No, that's the portal to the next alternate and the next prime.
Okay.
The -2 worlds.
So the -2 world is like a day away. The -2 portal.
Yeah,
but
that's
there is. Now, were they going? I'm looking at.
They were headed towards the -2 platforms, but
okay.
What are you doing, Smidge?
So they weren't going to the system or star portal.
no. And you know what? I'm gonna ignore those for now. Just pretend they don't exist because
Okay. Because we're not going to.
they're annoying and dumb.
We're not going to be using those. So.
Those are outside the purview of this adventure.
Yeah, we're not
Then
gonna step out onto space and then roll up a new character because they die instantly.
When we get some spaceships, we can check those out.
So I guess go check out the -2 platform. I don't know where a better place to start would be
So
if we.
you're gonna skip the. Like I said, there are several portals you haven't explored on that alternate for -1.
Yeah, there are 2 platforms on alternate -1 that we haven't explored.
Might as well peek our heads into those two.
You got those two,
True.
and others you really haven't explored outside of taking a few steps.
I'm kind of partial to examining each of the portals on this platform and seeing if there's any sign of guys on dirt bikes.
I like that idea. That
Yeah,
was
okay.
what I was thinking too.
That makes sense. Finish off this one and then move on to -2.
Because so I'm looking at the list. Minoan Psychic Bitch World. We locked that one ahead of time.
Yep, it's locked.
They didn't go there. Telepathic Cats. If they were on Gerald's Island, then there would be disturbed sand. We'd be able to easily track a dirt bike that went there. The Volcanic World. They can't leave the base, so that's an easy one to scope out. Warehouse 23. Again, the warehouse is of a limited size, so they can't have gone too far in there. Then there's just the Alien Invasion World, the Gold Mine World, and the 2 portals that we haven't examined. I think Gold Mine World we'd be able to find them pretty quickly, or at least find signs of them. If they went to Alien Invasion World, then they could be lost. There's no way we're going to catch up to them. Hopefully they will get eaten by aliens. So where do y'all want to start?
Should we start at #1 and just work our way around?
There were 2 unknowns on #1.
Yep, 7 and 8 unknown.
Let's check out 7 and 8. Just peek our heads in real quick, just to see what kind of environment we're dealing with, and then we can go from there. What do you think?
Sounds fair.
Yeah,
Works
that
for me.
sounds right to me.
Okay.
So 1, 7.
So you have 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Just for let's see. I would say everyone but Jim. You're gonna have to remember something. So make me a knowledge roll.
Everybody?
Everybody except Jim.
Oh, 79. Did not get that one.
55, which, nope. I missed it by a little bit.
You can spend your points if you want. You rested. Just so you know.
Aha!
Oh, that's right.
33.
Okay. Cassidy remembers sticking your heads through portals you don't know could result in you being stuck there or all kinds of bad things happening. So if you're gonna want to peek, you don't just peek your
Yeah,
faces
yeah. We
in.
don't just peek. We do standard procedure, right? We pick up.
I'm
We go
just I'm
through.
she
Yeah,
she would realize that
yeah.
just poking your face in got you guys in a lot of trouble before.
No, poking in it means basically just surveying the immediate area around the exit of the
Right.
portal.
Jim, your character would know that. However, Cassidy remembers they went through a portal and got locked out.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, well, every time we go through a portal, we face that chance.
Oh, I know, but it's just you guys didn't bring that up, and so I'll make sure she would bring that up because
Unless
you weren't
okay,
discussing that.
let's just
So
establish. Unless we say otherwise, standard procedure is 2 people at a time. We go in, we check that it's safe, we come back immediately. If that doesn't happen, then the other 2 go in guns blazing, which is the procedure we established before Eric joined the team.
okay, I'm just make sure you guys covered everything.
Mhm.
So, all right, so you guys head out to the alternate platform, and where are you going to start? Number 7.
Number 7.
7.
All right,
2 of us gear
you
up.
guys drive out there, and who's going through the portal?
I feel like Cass and Lola would probably be the ones who are more gung ho to go.
Number 7. Can't be.
I mean, and that being said, I don't know if Chew and Eric either. If you're like, nope, I got to be the one to go. Whatever you think is more interesting character wise.
I think it might be my turn because I seem to recall that I came in second last time. But I don't. Chewie is not nearly as excited about going through portals as he used to be. So
Eric actually would insist on going first.
Okay. Eric wants to go first.
Okay, then Lola will go with Eric.
All right.
Okay, so you're going to number 7. You get up to number
Yeah.
7, and it's blinking as it's locked, but not from this side.
But we didn't lock it.
But you didn't lock it.
Can we unlock it from this side?
You can.
Yeah,
I'm just
Lola
saying. I'm
knows how
just
to
saying
do
it's
that.
locked.
Check all of the gates. Are any of the other gates locked?
No, just this one is locked.
We didn't know. So when we got here, we didn't know how the gates worked. So we didn't.
I'm sorry, it's not locked from this side. It's locked from this side. Yes.
Oh, this
My
gate is
mistake.
locked from this side. Or excuse me. Gate 7 is locked from this side, not from the other side.
Yeah, it's only locked from this side.
So we can easily unlock it. But so when we got here, initially we hadn't discovered how the gate keys work. So we didn't bother to even take inventory to check if any of them were locked or not at that time. How would this gate get locked? How would this gate even get locked from this side? Even if it's them, because they only have the green key that doesn't lock gates.
Well, we only found that green key. It doesn't mean that somebody else on the team
it-
didn't have other keys.
You're right. The guy we spaced could have had another key. We're putting a lot of faith that the guy that we spaced had a lot of stuff that we're not counting for. He had extra dimensional pockets apparently. That's super.
Or there's
suspicious.
another team of people.
But if it's locked, it also means that the people don't want us going in there.
And we were planning on locking it.
We were planning. I say we don't go in 7. If somebody locked it from the outside, then there's probably a reason for it.
Well, let's start with gate 8 then.
Okay.
Okay, to gate 8.
So it's Eric and Lola.
Mhm.
Right. You step through, and you come down on a ramp. It's a dim and dusty cave. No alien equipment in there, but it definitely is a platform. It's big enough to hold the full platform, and you can see light in the distance. towards an edge, towards an exit to the cave. But as you step through, you get about 2 feet down the portal, and it shuts off behind you.
Oh, God damn it.
And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Yay!
Every time.
Why
Oh,
does portals hate us so much?
I
I
don't
don't
hate
think
you.
they hate us. It's just a question of the.
Also, both the keys are on the other side.
No, because I've got a key.
Yeah.
No, but
But Chewie and
Cassidy and
Cassidy
Chewie
are on the
on the
platform.
platform.
Oh shit!
I mean, the plan's for you to come after us in the like 5 minutes,
All right.
and then you can be stuck too.
All right. Update to standard procedure. We always split the keys when we go through the gate.
I remember there's no pylon on the other side of the
Yeah.
cave.
Well, yeah. I guess having the keys on the other side doesn't really help.
But we
So
would see a light on our side go off, right?
no,
Oh,
But
not necessarily.
So
boo.
we've also established at this point we've learned a fair amount about the gates. If the gate isn't open, one of the things we've learned is that it needs to be on a pedestal. So we might be able to sort this out. They also sometimes seem to be intermittent. So like it may just be a case where you need to wait a little while for the gate to recharge or something, or
You never know.
or for
So
the two moons to get aligned properly.
let's go ahead and end it there, before we get too deep in discussion,
Mhm.
because you know how we'll get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So okay, so we're pausing the story for next week. I am Mike Leader. I've been your game master for this game. Please make sure to check out my link tree. I'm going to post it again in the chat just after I speak about this, and you'll give you some information on this and my other projects like Collider's Academy, which I'm still working on with my teammates. But that's a wizard college for adults, not kids, LARP and tabletops that we'll hopefully be showing some off at the local convention that Jim will mention in
Mhm.
February. Also, make sure to check out Stolen Fires here on Twitch every week for multiple games, which change regularly. But we have Dune come back this week on Fridays, and Public Access, I believe, is still running on Thursdays. And I think there are more to come. So, players, please tell us who you are, who you were tonight, as well as information that you want to share about yourself and what you're working on now. So we do Chloe, Bob, Leslie, and Jim.
Okay, so I'm Chloe. Again, I played Lola, but if you want to find me online, I am on Instagram and co-host at Chloe Serena. I don't have anything exciting on there, but you can come say hi. I love talking to people.
I'm Bob. I play Chewie, and I don't do social media, but I am helping out at Jim's next convention to run some pirate larps. It looks like.
Woohoo!
Dude, they will recruit everyone and anyone, I swear.
I know. They even let my husband run stuff one time. Um, I am Leslie. I played Captain Cassidy Wagner. Um, it is currently still soup season because it's actually cold at my house now. I woke up and it was less than 70 degrees in my house. That's always an exciting day because I live on the second floor. But I try to make a soup every week of soup season. Last week's soup was Southwest corn chowder. I'm not sure what this week's soup will be, but if you want to follow along, you can follow me on Instagram at tuperoesfeo. I also will have some crafting things coming out of the works. And my crafting Instagram is the Ugly Dog Crafting. So you can look at the quilts and things I make.
Cool beans.
Very nice. Well, I'm Jim. I played Eric. You can find me as plus 10 to awesome on Facebook or Twitter. But moreover, you can see the fantastic set of conventions that I help administer and run 3 times a year at strategicon.net. Next one's coming up in February, and I have it under good authority. There's going to be a kick-ass pirate LARP.
Ooh.
Um, And if you're willing, if you want to check that out, come see us over there, and we'd love to see you at con.
Well, fantastic. Thanks again for everyone who came today to listen to us, have some fun, and suffer a little bit, and have some mental damage as well. Um, wouldn't be a good game without some mental damage, right?
Well, absolutely not.
So we'll see you guys all next Monday night, and hopefully our regular viewers will come back for that. We haven't scared everyone off totally yet, or players for that matter. Hey, no one's died yet.
It's true.
Well,
Yeah.
no, the
Only a
players
little
have.
bit.
All right, gang. We'll see you all next week. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone.